Good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm getting ready to give me something to eat, man. It's been a day. My son started school this week on Tuesday. I made sure I took up there, I took his paperwork to the school, all his shot records, and the school wanted me to fill out this form, proof of residency. And as you can see, the form is notarized. They called me around 1 o'clock, one of the social workers from the school. And this is not, when I got there, I was going to get my son, because I want to get on Class Dojo anyway. But she pulled me. It was an officer came and met me at the door, an assistant principal, and said that I need to bring more proof, my ID, uh, some tax information, or the utility bills and stuff like that up to the school so they can have it on file. Now, from my understanding, since Nash County and all them, this year they're supposed to be doing a lot of paperless. Even the report card is going to be paperless. So I called somebody at another superintendent. Wake County always sets the standard. Every county is different, but Wake County has always set the guy. Wake County had Class Dojo a long time ago. I mastered that when he was in Avisboro, but he came out of Inglewood. Nash County started their own thing. Certain counties do things differently, but it always, as a state whole, they're supposed to follow the same guide, rules, and regulations altogether. And if Nash County is supposed to be saving on and going paperless, if you got over 700 students and you got to come in there and you have to make copies of that parent's IDs, driver's license, personal information, utility bills, and all that stuff, that's too much personal information at the school that they got to make extra copies for to have on file and do it every year. That's a waste of paper. So when I called up there to the other institute office, even Wake County said all they needed and all they required, even the other counties are requiring for that form right there. The notary needs the person's ID, the utility bill, or tax or utility or a lease agreement before they even notarize the paper. That's all the school really needed. But they won't. I'm gonna do what they want me to do. But when I call them to do things ahead of time and people try to make it seem like I can't read, I read very well. So everything that they were requiring on the top of this piece of paper, they said they needed in order for my son to be able to start school. The notary wouldn't have signed or notarized the paper. She wouldn't have notarized that paper until she saw everything at the top of the piece of paper. So that when I had this piece of paper notarized, everything on the top of the list I took to the bank. My father, he's got a bank he goes to down here. He has a notary inside, and she notarized it. But she needed all that information before she could even verify and notarize his form. So if they call themselves, Nash County called some of them schools, or that school, the middle school my son go to, they're trying to save on paper. I think it's crazy. If you got a piece of paper that's notarized and the notary's already verified the residency of the child, then there will be no need for them to go there and print extra copies of a person's ID. That sounds kind of fishy to me. Even the people at the other people, when I called the Wake County, they said no, all they required was that one form. They're not going to be doing printing copies of a person's utility bill and driver's license every year for a child. As long as they get that one piece of paper and it's notarized, that's a legal document. So sometimes people go above and beyond to try to make a person look a certain type of way. But like I say, man, you got different levels to this thing. You got local, state, and federal. I put a lot of girls through school that are in high places. So I just sit back and play boo boo the fool and see who's gonna try to make a fool out of me. I read very well. Very well. I don't say a whole lot. I don't have to. Y'all be blessed. Be encouraged. Get into your word. Feed your spirit, feed your natural. Like I say, the paper was notarized. That means the notary saw all the legal documentation that she needed, the paper required before she was even able to even notarize this piece of paper. That's all the school needs. Instead of having a child or parent's personal information out there, because you never know what he's really doing for another agency. So sometimes you got to protect the child's identity. Y'all be blessed, be encouraged. Get into your word. Feed your spirit, feed your natural. Y'all be blessed.